Hey, what's going on? It is your boy, KQKC Boxing, throwing down on another video. Yes, it is 15 days away from none other than Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. That's right, regular belt, super belt, same division. But who will be the man hand raised at the end of that fight? Well, first, I'm here to talk about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is looking great. I mean, the way he's looking, the new 40s could be the new late 20s or early 30s. The way he's looking, the way his regimen and his workout days are looking. I mean, he run 5 miles a day. I mean, and he also do all kind of sort of drills, filled with 10 rounds of sparring. I'm talking about 10 to 12 rounds of sparring and 10 to 12 rounds of mitt sparring. Endless rounds of heavy bag and speed bag work. The man is relentless. The man is determined to go out on top. That's what champions do. They're gonna put on a performance. They want to let you know the last thing you see or hear from in your mind is that, hey, he put on a hellified performance in front of Keith Thurman. That's what he's trying to prove. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he's trying to stay in shape. KQKC gonna give it to you straight. Now, we have to understand this. It's a lot riding on the line. Then again, it's not. If that makes sense to you. See, when I say it's a lot riding on the line, let me clarify that. It's a lot riding on the line for Manny Pacquiao. It's his legacy. It's his Hall of Fame record, the final record that will be displayed, and is his people in the Philippines. How will they take him? Well, they already love him as doing what he has already done. What he has already done, can no man come close to that today. He moved up class, division, whatever you want to call it, after division, after division, after division. Yes, it has been rumors about PDUs. Yes, I get that. But has nothing been proven? Has nothing been caught? Has nothing been investigated? He has maintained the reputation of an elite fighter outside and inside the ring. He's not a dirty fighter like Sakio Bika. He's not outside the ring getting in trouble like Adrian Broner and many others. I'm not going to single out just Adrian Broner because you got a lot of fighters that's fucking up out there in the real world, as you want to call it. So, I'm not a Pac-Man fan, not at the least. But this is KQ. I told you, I'm not biased. I give credit where credit's due, but I'm gonna make sure you deserve that credit. Like people like Canelo, he don't deserve that credit, and I'm not gonna give it to him. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. This is a video, not a live stream, but I'm gonna hell it like it goddamn is. Yes, my worst enemy, whoever that might be. Now, this is just an example, that's all. My worst enemy, whoever that might be. But if his ass can box, if his ass has done good for the sport, if his ass is good for the sport, I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to say, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, do that thing. Yes, this and that. But you're an asshole. You see? Do you feel me? Just like Floyd Mayweather. Everybody knows that. Everybody knew that I was a Floyd Mayweather fan back in the day. Everybody knows that now. But when he stepped out of that motherfucker, for good, not that coming back shit, leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back. First of all, that Conor McGregor shit, I don't count that. That's just for entertainment purposes. Like the WWE fucking E. You get hit across the head with a motherfucking chair and you know it's not real. So, you put an MMA fighter in a boxing world, of course you're going to come out on top. So you made up a money belt, just like the WBC made up this franchise belt on a whim. And you know what? I hate to say it. Oh, I hate to say this shit. But Jim Lampley is right. As long as we are suckers for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his antics, he would keep on doing dumb bullshit like he did. So, it's not about Floyd. But I'm just trying to let you know that it doesn't matter if I'm a fan of yours or not. KQKC, I am not biased. I am a new media LDBC member. Keep that in mind. I rock with the LDBC. I rock like a motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. Never get it twisted. They have done things for me you could even imagine. But let me move on. Now, Keith Thurman, you're going to have your hands full. You're going to have your hands full. You can put on a little smirk. You can put on like, oh, this ain't no big deal. He's over the hill. He's yin and yang and all that goddamn witchcraft talk. We don't want to hear that shit. We want to see you get in there and fight. And maybe, just maybe in this training camp, you can try to straighten up your punches. Because if you don't, I tell you this. Oh, Manny Pacquiao gonna come straight down that line, straight down that pipe with that left southpaw hand. I guarantee you that. I put my money on that. And I'm not even a gambler. Now, you know how I do it. You know how I play it with these videos. I check all my sources to make sure we on the same page before I even utter a word. And if I'm wrong, they wrong. If they wrong, I'm wrong. And what I do, I eat my crow. I say, hey, I apologize. I was wrong. I misquoted. I misspoken. That's what I do. And that's how I do it. Now, like I said, I do it like I always do it. That was my commentary on this subject. Let's give you their point of view. And of course, like always, I choose boxingscene.com. They explain it to the non-boxing fans. the casual boxing fans in plain terms. That way, you don't have to read between the lines with Second Out and the rest of Fight Hype, all them, boxing talk. Now, I understand it, yes. You will understand it probably. But I want to get in touch with that audience that's not boxing savvy. Put it that way. So, let me give you a little a taste of boxing scene or what they have to say about it. Now, I don't know how they feel about it, but it's real. Real talk. Real talk. Because, see, what they do, they'll put you in that position, right? They'll put you in that position to read. Now, I'm not talking about boxing scene, but I'm saying they'll put you in that position where you don't know what's what. You sitting there reading about this, reading about that, reading about, mama caught a cat, I'm just, talking that shit. But, we need to reach, all right? We need to reach the non-boxing family, all right? Now, we all know that we are a boxing family, right? We know that. But basically, let me get to it. All right, Manny Pacquiao. All right, he's 61-7 with 2 draws. All right, with 39 knockouts. All right. Now he had a long ass career because all the fights he's had, all the moving up he had, all the fights he had other places. See, that what wears down a fighter. But it haven't wore down Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, he's fighting like the new 40s. Like he's fighting like the 40s or the new late 20s or early 30s. Now, I know I'm talking about Manny Pacquiao a lot, but he is not my fan. So it's no bias here. Now, he has 2 weeks of rigorous training at world famous Freddie Roach Wildcard Gym. Of course, Freddie Roach wanted to kick him to the curve, but now he's crawling back because Manny cleared up what he had to clear up, or Al Heyman cleared it up, and now he's his friend again. Now, altogether it was 6 weeks total, all right, on his belt. Now, Manny is full of throttle for his challenge of undefeated Keith, one time, I say sometimes Thurman, who is only 29-0 with 22 KOs. Now that could have been 32-0, but he pulls this disappearing act every so often. It's nothing wrong with being in love, but sometimes, it's a difference in being in love and being whooped. All right, and he's both. And that's not a good look, especially for a grown-ass man. A combat fighter. Now, this fight take place in, they say 17 days. I say 15. But 9 out of 10, they're right. All right? So, now, Manny Pacquiao do his daily morning runs of 3 to 5 miles. With hundreds of fans trailing him, followed by 1,000 sit-ups. God damn! And assorted drills. Afternoons at the gym, filled with 10 rounds of sparring, 10 to 12 rounds of mixed with Freddie and Fernandez, another assistant coach or whatever. Endless rounds of heavy bag and speed bag work, all capped off with another 1,000 sit-ups. You tell me, you tell me that he ain't ready for Keith Thurman. I don't know people that got Keith Thurman. Is he wasting his time? But I guarantee you one thing. If he don't win the fight, and I haven't made up my mind just yet, but he's looking good what I have seen, what I have read, what he's doing. Hell, people that's 28, 25 is not doing that. So he wants it. He wants to go out on top. Now, I don't know about the money part, but if he plays his cards right, get in, get out, make him miss, and make him pay. Manny can pull this off. Manny can go in the Hall of Fame, and he can retire with a win under his belt. And I know if he wins in high fashion, this will be his last fight. I guarantee you that. Why risk going out on top with another fight that might not be there? Do he has another training camp like the rigorous training camp he's going through right now? Do he have it? You tell me, is it there? You tell me, is it there? In his normal behavior for a 40-year-old man, with a question mark, so-called 40-year-old man, probably not. But no one ever accused Manny of being ordinary. He continues to be history in the making. And you know what? They're right. You know, when they were back saying, pack tarts and all that. No, I didn't agree with that. I didn't roll with that. I didn't say that. And I still don't approve of that. But I can tell you this, and I'm still not a fan of Manny Pacquiao, and never will be. But I appreciate the dedication to the game, to the sport, because I love boxing. I love boxing. I love the action. I love the strategy. When you have two counterpartners in there, just like Austin Trout and Estrelanda Lara, those are two technicians. You're going to have what? A boring fight. Why? Because they are strategizing. You know, they are waiting on each other. They're counterpunchers. So when you have two counterpunchers in there, counterpunchers like to follow. They don't like to lead. So that's a bad matchup. You're going to get you go first, and they make a move, one make a move, and, you know, and they pop right back out. You know, they both on the outside. They both not getting in that booth. You know, it's different ways you can fight. That's why I love the sport. That's why I love the sport. You got your brawling. You got your Sean Porter. You got your Brandon Little Porter Adams. You know, you got all types of fighters. You got a Demetrius Andre. He will box the sock off your ass. You got Deontay Wilder. He will knock the socks off your ass. You see? That's one thing about the combative sport that we call the sweet science. You can figure out what your opponent is doing. He can figure out what your weakness is and what the hell you doing, and capitalize on it. All about styles do make fights. Think about a brawler versus a technician. Think about if Keith Thurman get his shit together. Think about how effective he would have been. Think about if he would have shortened up his punches or closed in his punches. His punches wouldn't have been so wide and leave himself open. He could have been a better fighter than he is. What if he would have fought better competition besides running? Oh yeah, Keith Thurman did some running. He did some ducking. Don't get me wrong. Oh yes, he wants the big fight, he said. And I don't believe, and you know what? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Not one bit. But the key is this. How bad do he want it? How bad? How bad he want it? Not bad enough. Because he ducked Earl Spence and came up with so many excuses. Hell, I can't keep track of it. Earl was right. Every time he want to fight him, he's hurt. Or he gonna get hurt. Then when Earl got a fight coming up, then that's when everybody come out the woodwork to sit there and say, I'll fight Earl. Hey, let's get on. Well, motherfucker, you know he got a fight. Then when the fight is over with, you don't hear no more about it. That's a duck. Keep in mind, people, if it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, if it acts like a duck, if it gets a franchise belt like a duck, God damn it, it's a duck. I am KQ. KC Boxing. If you like the content of this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that icon bell. That way you get notified each and every time I do a video. And keep this in mind. I do a daily show Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget, we do have OG Boxing Talk on Sunday at 8 o'clock a.m. You have Fanon as the host. You have Blood Boxing as the co-host. You have yours truly as the co-host. We'll be right there on Fanon International Boxing Channel, 8 o'clock a.m. Oh yes, subscribe to KQKC because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to hear what you want to hear. What you would love to hear. I might not make your day. But I tell you one thing. You'll know the truth. You'll hear the truth. You don't hear what old media have to say. You're not going to hear me talk about a fighter and boost him up just because he on paper. Just because the paper says he this, he that. I'm going to tell you in the raw who the hell he fought. And what the hell he did. That's how I roll. I'm KQ, KC Boxing. And I'm on to the next one. Peace and definitely love.